Alito, Osio, peace and power to the people. I want to give a shout out to the brother Legendary Top Caps, for all the research and everything he's been doing, making everybody step their scholarship up, which we all should be doing and wanting to do. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters that have been putting in the work, staying consistent. Phoenix Moon, A1, AP, I think the other brothers, Jaguar, Omeg, Chief Holiday. Man, there's so many of y'all. Cootie Mayo, Kiowa, Kiowa. I can't remember how you pronounce it, but anyways, all the brothers and sisters, everybody that's doing this, and one thing I want to stress is that when we have like a topic or issue that's at hand, I think going forward, it would be a good thing if we all like tackled it. Like right now with this, these Negropeans, we should all be like digging into all different type of areas, bringing it to the forefront. All of us as a movement, to where we form together like Voltron, We better when we stick together. We stronger. So I want to go into this Edmond Kelley. This is a controversial little guy right here. And Reverend Edmond Kelley. As the story goes, you'll find out it's just controversy. 1 minute he's born in 1817. It's the same thing with our ancestors. You look at some of the records, it'll say that. Because it says that with my ancestor James Calloway. It'll have him listed with born in 1853. And then another one it'll say born in 1850. And then it has him as James Calloway. Then it's the same person, Jim Calloway. And coming to find out doing genealogy. Genealogy is important. It'll show you a lot. And I was talking to my great aunt, and she confirmed what I found, that he had 2 families. So, and I found that family line also. But same thing with this guy right here. We have Edmond Kelley and his father. Because I guess he's a junior, but it doesn't say. But his father is Edmond Kelley, also born in Ireland. So this is something to look at. Top cast, any other brothers and sisters, y'all need to dig into this Edmond Kelley. Let's see how farther we can even get more with him. So it says he was born a slave, 1870, June 10th. And then another... I got this out of the, I want to say this one, no. The other one, because there's a book that I'm reading on him that's called Shiloh Baptist Church. And I'll post it in the link, post it in the video so y'all can see it. But that one says he's born May 23rd, 1818. Then there's another site that I went to, which I guess he has a book called Edmond Kelley biography or something like that, but then it says June 10th, 1817. So here again, we got this flip-flopping in. They don't, it's inconsistent, but one thing we know for sure through all the sites is his father is an Irishman. He's a native Irishman. He's born in Ireland. So, and then his mother, it says his mother was a slave. And then his mother's got, I don't know, because she's not nowhere in the picture, nowhere where they're saying that some woman had him as a slave, a widow. Doesn't give me anything about this Anne White character. And then it says that through her going through debt and financial problems, she passes him down to her daughter Nancy White. But his mom's name is Kitty White. I know that for sure, going off of the Shiloh Baptist Church, because he was the founder of this Reverend Edmond Kelley. So we got to have a problem with that. And then we got all kind of other problems, because then his mother and father is born with 4 kids. And then he has 4 kids. So, you know, it could be a coincidence or whatever. But he was, where this Ann White, where he was supposed to have been at, is Columbia, Maury County, Tennessee. So y'all can look that up, you know, and take it a step further. But his mom's name is Kitty. Kitty is it's a name that has ties to Ireland also. So they're saying his mom was a slave also. And her name's Kitty White, which could be true. We don't know, you know, because Ireland, we go back to the Ireland, and, you know, they were bringing in this through Oliver Cromwell and King James. They said, I was reading where they said they was almost like having a duel of sending the most of these Scottish and Ireland, you know, the Jacobites and all that, sending them up out of there. So then we have, man, his story is like when he's owned by this so-called Ann White, she gives him like authority to go. He can just move around. Like he can go to different county places, and she sends him to a school. He's supposed to be her slave, but he's going to a school. And that's where they say he starts to read at age 16 or whatever, but nah. And then he gets into preaching. He finds, you know, the good old Lord, you know, with their religious things, and then he goes out, and then she gives him a pass to go and preach. So she allows him, like, through her debt and everything, she sends him to escape slavery, it says, Ann White, when she sends him to her daughter. But she sends him out to escape slavery, but for some reason this guy don't want to leave, you know. And then as he stays, she gives him a pass to be able to go anywhere he wanted to go freely to preach. And then other sites will say he has a brother that's there with him. Other sites will say he has a sister. You know, and there's 4 kids, so through his mom and dad, his dad, the Irishman, and his mom, they don't give us, but Kitty is derived from out of Ireland and England, but then the name White also. So he's also of Irish descent, Reverend Edmond Kelley. Then we go into the White name, which is the people who own him, and his mom is a White. So her first name, Kitty, is, I think it's Catherine or something, but it goes into that in Ireland and in England and in Scotland. But then the White name also ties in there. So we're going to read this, the White family history. This is on the Ireland, you know, White coat of arms family, crest and White family history. So this White name is a coat of arms and crest family history. The White ancient family history was found in the irishsurnames.com archives. White is a nickname meaning a fair complexion from a person with pale skin. So White is a nickname meaning a fair complexion from a person with pale skin. Variant includes White. This name is of Anglo-Saxon descent, spreading to the Celtic countries of Ireland, Scotland, and Wales in early times, and is found in many medieval manuscripts throughout the above islands. Example of such are Geoffrey Lee White, County Cambridgeshire, and Roger Lee White, County Sussex, who were recorded in the 100 Rows, England, in 1273. A Thome White held land in Irvine, Scotland, in 1426. A William White was recorded in the Close Rows in the reign of Edward III Peregrine White. 1620-1704 was born on board the Mayflower, becoming the first child of English descent to be born in New England. In Ireland, the name is popular in Ulster, being introduced from England and Scotland and with the plantation. In Ireland, the name is popular in Ulster, being introduced from England and Scotland with the plantation. which we all know, right? About the Irish, Scottish, you know, slave trade, which was going on. White cargo going on, I gives you that. And you know, speaking on this, right? I have been talking to my mom and my old man. This is what's like crazy though, is because my mom's dad, you know, they really don't be knowing too much. The fathers really don't know too much, but the mothers always do. And it almost goes into that where it says, you know, daddy's maybe is mama's baby. So we know for sure that the mama be knowing. That's why we're a matriarch and we go off of that. Because the mamas and the mama's line is for sure. That's one thing I can go through is on both sides and get that. Now the dad's side is always shaky. But what I'm saying is my mom's dad, she knows his name is Calvin Williams. Williams comes out of Ireland. My mom's dad's name is Calvin Williams. They're Williams. My dad's dad is a Williams. Can't remember his name, his first name, but his last name, he's a Williams too. And I'm like, dang. When I was talking to my mom, I said, you know, my old man said that too. I was like, man, I wonder if y'all related or something. But anyways, that goes on what I'm saying though. Dig into like more of you guys' genealogy and look up some of these surnames and stuff. And remember, coming to America, the brothers on there, remember? The dad with the McDowells. That comes out of Ireland and Scotland. Or mainly Scotland. And then you have, remember he was going through it back and forth with the McDonald's. He said they have the Big Mac and we have the Big Mick. Right? And you know Mick that's Irish, Scottish over there too. So you got all this like what they showing you a lot in these movies and stuff we haven't been paying attention to. Because I mean, there we have it, McDowell. So a lot of these names, like we all coming to realize where they coming from. How we getting these names. Genealogy is very important. Because you're going to find out whether these people came in. Because our people, remember they was taking on other names and stuff to avoid the 1830 Indian Removal Act. So we are with the Black Dutch, which the brother legendary Top Cats, he was talking about, and what me and my son had went through on that. The Legend of the Black Dutch, the book. And then you have also going on, you had them either taking those names to avoid being removed, or a lot of times they was intermarrying. So one way or another, you're going to find out whether you got this running through your veins, these bloodlines, you know. It's all Indians, ain't Indians, all skinfolk ain't kinfolk. So you're going to find out whether you got this running through your bloodline, or they just took on the names just to avoid being removed. But either or, this is a family affair. And so everybody should be pushing. This is the key. Like, we at the final frontier now, y'all. This is what we all been wanting, what we've been asking for, and now it's coming out. So now we at the end of all this information that's coming. And now, and can't nothing stop it. This train is like moving. Can't nothing stop it because genealogy is what knocks everything out. We don't have to play the guessing game or get into these doctrines or religions and things like that. We just go strictly off of genealogy and we knocking everything out the ballpark. Everything gets put in its proper place, lined up the way it's supposed to be. So shout out to all you brothers and sisters that have been pushing that. And, shout out to everybody putting in this work. Let's get it. And like I said, let's dig into this Edmond Kelley. You know, it doesn't give me much. I've been digging like crazy these last few days through his mom, and all I can get is her name is out of the, from coming from over there, her whole name, out of Irish, Scottish, and Europe, But his father clearly states that he is a native of Ireland. Edmond Kelley Sr. So, and then he went on and founded churches, and he was setting up shop and getting paid, and then his family was supposed to have been enslaved. Well, you know, it says they was enslaved. He had to go and pay for his family. The church wouldn't help him with that, so he had to go and do it on the side because the church was trying to buy him out of slavery. It's like so much controversy with his whole story that contradicts each other. Like, she's letting him leave, the slave master, and go to school. He's learning to read there. He's teaching kids, things like that. He gets caught. She doesn't trip. She's lenient on him. She's giving him passes to go out and preach and everything. Then she gives him to her daughter, Nancy. It's good. Everything's good there. He's doing what he want to do still. And then all of a sudden it's saying that he has to get built out of slavery. Like, and it's like, what in the heck? And it said the church rose the money, but he ended up getting out of there. He paid for it himself. So how is he getting paid? He's a slave. But then he has a trade. There's another person there that stays there. I think his name's Anthony Johnson or something like that. He's a carpenter. So you got all this stuff that's going on that just like, it's not making sense. This guy's running around with a pocket full of money, everything. He raises up money, goes and gets his family. Now, where's his family at? He's already made a family and he's a slave. And then he has to go and bond and buy his family out? Who's allowing this? Like, it's crazy. But on that note, I want to say peace, Shiloh. And this is the church he founded. The Shiloh or Shiloh, however you want to pronounce it. Right? We're dealing with Indians. Because in that church, you have, I'll bring that out next time, but there's one of the first pastors that says that he's a native of Africa. So they're distinguishing who is who. Right? Then it tells you about the colors, Negroes, but this other pastor, the first one, who's a prostate, or I can't remember how they said that, but he's a native of Africa. He didn't stay long. They got him up out of there. He was there 3 months, and they was like, nah, you got to go. So remember, look at everything around y'all. Because it's all like the pictures coming together. Remember, coming to America, they were showing how they were singling out. Right? And then singling Eddie Murphy as a so-called African. That's a deep movie. Y'all need to watch it again. You know, but they did, you know, it's kind of foul how they always make the dark-skinned sister like she the freak and everything. They always do this in these movies, and the light-skinned ones, you know, and we ain't got to play those games. You know, it ain't no color variation. We come in various shades. So, and that note, you know, that's how they play us against each other. Along with more loopholes of even more and more the light-skinned and, you know, our mixed brothers and sisters and all that, you know, and they use them against us. Before it wasn't no problem because you'll read it all throughout history. And shout out to Legendary Talkcast again, because I had one with the that Dublin word, how he was showing, and I just stumbled across it because I just been going back and forth with his video. I've been trying to break that thing down, but there's another one where I stumbled across it on the site. And it was saying that it's talking about this white name and everything. And it talks about how it can mean unblemished, or it may have been for some name holders an ethnic term given to a Viking or Anglo-Saxon who were pale in hair and complexion compared with the other original native Celts who were dark, right? So we're getting into this dark name, and you know how you can get into where's the other one at? I had another one. I can't find it, guys. But the Kilgore family is another thing to look into too. Y'all look into those Kilgores. And that's another treasure that I'm going to drop on y'all. But look into that and see what y'all find. But on that note, I want to say peace, salut, And remember, that's the Chickamauga flag. And this right here was one of the churches that you can read in that book, the Shiloh Baptist Church. So you know we're dealing with Indians right there. Right? On that note, peace, power to the people. Let's form like Voltron and let's put these knockoff Africans to bed and everybody else. Because it's all a religion and doctrines. Nothing facts. Shalom.